Good morning students, I am R. Munainar, Assistant Professor, Department of Automobile Engineering from Ponchesli College of Engineering. In the last class I taught you about the emission formation from the CA engines and also emission control devices. In the last class we discussed about the emission control devices of catalytic converter, exhaust gas recirculation system from the subject of combustion ignition engines for 4th semester automobile engineering and unit number 5 emission formation and control techniques. This is the session number 5 of this unit. Today I am going to teach you about the another emission control devices that are positive crankcase ventilation system and secondary air injection system. These are the two devices which are used to control the emission from the CA engines. So first we can see the positive crankcase ventilation system. It is shortly denoted as PCV, positive crankcase ventilation system. This is the system arrangement. This is a air cleaner. This is a engine. It's a crankcase. This is a crankcase gas. Crankcase gas blows to the intake manifold through the system. So now we can see the construction details and the working principle of this system. Positive crankcase ventilation is a system that was developed to remove harmful vapors from the engine and to prevent those vapors from being expelled into the atmosphere. The positive system does this by using manifold vacuum to draw vapors from the crankcase into the intake manifold. Positive crankcase ventilation involves recycling these gases through a valve called PCV valve to the intake manifold, where they are pumped back into the cylinders for another shot at combustion. This is good because the blow-by gases are not needed when the engine speeds up. So now we can see the blow-by gases coming out from the combustion chamber to the crankcase, then it will be reused into the engine intake system. That is PCV valve. The PCV valve allows the combustion blow-by gases from the engine cylinder to the crankcase, then again it will passes through the intake manifold through PCV valve. This is the system arrangements. Then positive crankcase ventilation is a requirement for almost every gas-powered combustion engine found in cars. This mix of air-fuel gases is a result of the pressure created from the combustion or explosion. It gets forced into the crankcase. This is called blow-by. That is called blow-by gases. Pressure leakage from worn seals. That means worn seals mean piston rings. Worn out piston rings causes the oil to be forced down into the intake passage and back through to the inlet filter. Typically, you will get an excess of oil being blown out through the crankcase breather through as the cylinder head or rocker arm cover is pressurized, blowing back down to the crankcase. Okay. Next, the another one device, that is secondary air injection system, that is also called as pulsed secondary air injection system. So this is a system arrangement. This is the air filter, secondary air pump, secondary air valve, electrical switch over valve. This is a catalytic converter. This is the engine. So here secondary air, how now we can see how does the work of air injection system. Combustion gases that enter the exhaust manifold are not completely burned and would continue to burn if not limited by the amount of oxygen in the exhaust system. To decrease the level of emissions emitted from the tailpipe, the pulsed secondary air injection system is used to introduce air into the exhaust flow, thereby allowing combustion to continue well into the exhaust system. So let me can see the diagram. Here this is the inlet air coming from the air filter to the engine. This is the exhaust side. So whenever the exhaust valve opens, the combustion gases present inside the engine cylinder, that being combustion chamber, coming out from the engine through the exhaust valve to the catalytic converter. So catalytic converter is used to convert the harmful gases into harmless gas. So now the fresh air is supplied through the secondary air valve and secondary air pump to the mouth of the exhaust pipe. That's why, because the coming out from the exhaust gas contain carbon monoxide, that means CO. So that time we have to supply or inject the fresh air into the exhaust manifold, that become converted into carbon dioxide. So the carbon monoxide is converted into carbon dioxide with the help of secondary air injection system. So operation of this system is, the exhaust pressure is high when the exhaust valve opens to allow combustion gases into the exhaust manifold. However, once the valve closes, the exhaust pressure drops below atmospheric pressure to create a vacuum in the exhaust manifold. The PAIR system in pulsed air injection system promotes HC means hydrocarbon, and carbon monoxide, that means CO, oxidation by adding additional oxygen into the exhaust manifold during cold engine operation and deceleration. When very specific parameters are met, these operating conditions typically produce higher levels of HC, that means hydrocarbon, and carbon monoxide emissions. This system simply provides a controlled air passage between atmosphere and the exhaust manifold. Whenever exhaust manifold pressure drops below atmospheric pressure, fresh air from the high pressure source, that means from the atmosphere. Then effects of PAIR system on emissions and drivability. In most cases, an inappropriate PAIR system will have little effect on vehicle drivability. However, higher levels of emissions may result during periods when secondary air should be supplied. This is a primary air supplied to the engine cylinder during the suction stroke. This is the secondary air supplied to the exhaust manifold for reducing the harmful gases of CO and hydrocarbons. So secondary air should be supplied, that means cold engine operation and deceleration. This is due to the lack of oxygen needed to prolong combustion in the exhaust manifold and assist in catalyst oxidation. Okay, these are the pulsed secondary air injection system working principle and the effects. So the next class I will teach you about what are the effects of pollutions. What are the effects of pollutions on the environmental as well as human health. So next class we will see the environmental effects, the pollution effects of environmental as well as human health.